want to feel your hand like
I think it's safe to rest here now. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Mm-hmm.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster. I think Hootle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms.
Gotta break through! Lightning
freezing
storm!
storm! Big Knuckle!
Orochi's fury! Hit time! Orochi's fury!
I'll be...
The heavens must be smiling.
Gotta break through! Swallow blade!
Here I go!
Orochi damage!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more
If they run...
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
Well, no, I wasn't.
Hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Gotta break through! Be still! I'm on! Orochi's fury! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
less talking.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
A fish! You saw it too.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish. Yeah! Not my lucky day, I guess. Yeah! Time to try a different spot. Where should I cast my line? Now where might those fish be? Everything looks fine with the lure. All right, let's do this. Yeah! I've got something. Anybody could reel in that.
That went pretty well.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Could it be? Dagnabbit! It got away. I've got something. We can get a good meal out of this fella.
Hopefully it tastes better than it looks.
Now where might those fish be? All right. Anybody could reel in that.
Not too shabby, friend. I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. Hup. Reel it in. She's got a good size to her, all told.
Hopefully it tastes better than it looks.
Yeah! I've got something. Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
Now where might those fish be? Hup. All right. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
Reel it in. I reeled us in a big one.
I can't believe you caught that with a rod. Amazing.
Ha! Reel it in. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Reel it in. Anybody could reel in that.
Nice! You caught it!
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. Ha! Reel it in. Anybody could reel in that.
Nice! You caught it!
There we go. That's a bit of a letdown.
Nice work!
Reel it in. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
We should be able to cook here.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
All done. Come and eat.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, Maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. Night! I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Get lost! Stay still! Mirage! Orochi Fury! Eat this! Do it!
You got company!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Now!
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Orochi Fury! Be still! Mirage! Blow away!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart. When he slows down, that's our chance.
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Take this!
Gemini Aqua! Thermamine Trigger! Mega Ray! Arrow Squall!
Alpha! Can't get out of this!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Destruction!
Flaming Fury! Burning!
away!
Drop.
No further! Sword Ray Alpha!
Escape my judgment!
You hear that?
Don't let up!
You're mine! Big Flash!
Do it!
It's over! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danan relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danan history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more fun.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still? See ya. Can you take care?
No sooner said than done.
The heavens must be smiling.
We won that by a mile. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
Right, here goes! Sword Rain Alpha! Eat this! Storm! Damn it!
Light astral energy!
Right!
Storm! It's a duel of the arts!
Tornado!
Wind astral
Azure
energy!
Storm! I'm on it! We've got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman!
All yours!
We can really make weapons with this?
Little help!
Destruction! Sovereign Alpha! Blow away! I'm surrounded! We've turned the tables on him.
It might take one more lap. I'm not ready.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
I know fine weapon material when I see it. I won't forgive you!
Sword Rain Alpha! I'll take you all on! Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Azure Storm! Destruction! I'm on it! Take this! Eat this!
Prepare to be sealed. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Step back. This one's all law.
Looks like some solid equipment. More Den and ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
An opponent like this should be easy. Destruction! Sword Rain Alpha! That's enough!
Go
Rain
get
Flash!
Raging Cascade! Sleep now.
Not a chance! Demon Fang!
The war of creation.
No escape!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle. Go no further!
Sword Rain Alpha! Destruction! Great! Next! Not a chance!
Do it!
Blow away!
With
Move
airborne
escape!
target.
Destruction! Crush!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
I sure built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense. Just for a god.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Come and get it! Big blast! Lightning orb!
Nicely done, Xion.
You're slacking. Step it up.
done. Yeah. You got it.
I'm only getting started. Lightning orb! Whoa! Hey, when did it come?
Rising Wyvern! Here I come!
A victory for the ages.
Hi, Hoodle! It's over!
Strike! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done!
In here!
Come one, come all! Try harder!
None
Try
shall
harder!
escape my judgment!
It must take guts to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
If you're ever in a pinch, just say the word.
You're not comfortable at a
That's my
ring.
field. You're not really.
Nor am I. Don't worry. I'll help you keep a wide berth.
I'm ready for the next battle. This will be a delicious piece of
You're
cake.
mine!
See here.
Rising Wyvern!
Come in handy.
A freezing storm!
Talon Storm!
Do it. Up and at 'em. Let's go.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Gone! First strike!
Instant.
Now!
Blow away!
Double Demon Fang!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Searing flame.
Whoa! Quit staring and concentrate on the fight.
I don't get orders from you.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Here I go! You're mine! Sleep
Take this!
Can you take
Rising
it?
Wyvern!
They're attacking from behind!
Resonate to attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against a worthy opponent.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
I'm not trying to be dramatic with it.
Still, it's a part of me. Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Hey, Hey, look at that enemy! It's shining!
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me! Begin! Flaming thrust!
Stay calm.
I'm ready!
Freezing storm!
Resonate with these!
Turn the tables on him. Right. No time to hold back.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Coming through. I shall ensure you survive this.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite
you were
aware
going to
without
wreck the
you
place.
reminding me.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more focus.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Looks like we got them all.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities. regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?